basically it's the story of Willius Morbid. He was a mad wax maker. It kind of somewhat ties into Frankenstein that way. And basically, visitors that come to Lake George, tourists, and sometimes residents tend to go missing when they go in and they don't come out. So that's, you know.
And what would be the difference between this and the House of Frankenstein?
Here, there are actual live actors that do jump out at you here, although they don't touch you. That's, you know, one of the questions that we do get from a lot of people, and we have to pinky promise them.
You know, I've been to a few places that where you're not supposed to touch.
Yes.
And if you do, you get in trouble. You don't want to be doing that.
Yes. So as long as you don't touch them, they will not touch you. The House of Frankenstein, however, is more movie wax figures, like creatures from different horror movies and different things that have played out through history. So and there's no live actors in there. It's just wax figures behind windows. Some of them do move, however, and there's some fun little surprises in there for you.
So those are more the classic characters throughout, like Dracula, Frankenstein. I guess would be Phantom of the Opera, maybe.
Yeah, we do have Phantom.
Not King Kong, though.
Not anymore.
King Kong is
King
down.
Kong's in the back of the truck,
he's not.
heading on back to Albany.
King Kong will be with us holding the address where you'll write in for your free movie tickets. And
That's right, and you know, as I've said a million times, movies are expensive.
Right.
So if you can get some free tickets, it works to your advantage.
a lot of the ones are still the original ones, right, from when it opened, and plus some new ones.
There's a couple new ones, there's some old ones, but I mean, Frankenstein is one of my personal favorites. I've lived in Queensbury, Lake George area my whole life, and every year I have to go to Frankenstein at least once. And even though I work there, I went through a couple times.
Apparently I have to go through again soon because last time I went, King Kong was in there, and he hasn't been in there for a few years, I guess. So
No, he hasn't been in there for
this
a
summer
while.
I'm coming up and going through.
Do I have to go with you?
You'll have to come.
Well, I hope is there like instructions like this one over at House of Frankenstein?
Not written ones, but normally
you
the
don't have-
cashier, yes, it's a little bit less.
Right, because
You
you don't have
know,
people
to go
jumping
by.
out at you.
Right.
So, okay, maybe I'll survive that one. Maybe I'll go
Yes.
through that one.
Okay.
So I won't be.
I'll hold your hand through this one.
Well, yeah,
I will.
thank you.
That's
I appreciate
usually
that.
the one that we suggest to people if they're iffy about here. We say if you can make it through Frankenstein, you might be able to make it through here, but if you don't like Frankenstein, you probably won't like it very much here.
Well, I think I can handle it, but you know, I have a weakened heart.
Right.
This is not good.
What are some of your favorite exhibits over at Frankenstein?
Oh, Well, I will say that walking through the black hole first thing in the morning is not one of my favorite things to do, but towards the end of the day, it gets a little bit fun to go through there every once in a while. However, I really like the jungle because we have a couple hidden creatures in there, maybe possibly. You have to have an eye to spot our creature from the Black Lagoon in there.
Was there a jungle? There was a spot where you'd walk through and the floor was kind of soft. Is
Yeah,
that still in there?
That's the Lost Jungle. That is
Oh.
the...
You know what the black hole was? It was like on the $6 Million Man when they went through the alien tunnel, and the Universal tour would go through there. You're kind of like a little woozy and wavy.
It makes you feel like you're spinning.
Yeah.
The torture chambers are fun too to
Yeah.
walk through. That's one of my favorite ones.
I have one of those
Lots
in my basement.
You do.
Yes.
The torture chamber you'd see on two sides. Right when you walk in and you go around and you see the other side. That was also very gruesome.
It is a little bit graphic.
Oh, that's what we like.
And Frankenstein is still in there. You press the button and he comes up.
Yep.
And the Phantom of the Opera.
Boy, Ed, we should be interviewing you about this. You seem to know everything as well.
I was through there many times as a kid, I know. Oh, but except recently when I have to go back this year. Anything else?
Well, we can't forget the famous Frankenstein that walks around outside.
Oh, yes.
He's a well-known trademark. Lots of people have lots of pictures with him from all over the world, I would say, probably.
But on a
These
very
pictures.
warm day, he would lose significant weight in that outfit.
Frankenstein is cold-blooded, Dave. He can withstand the
Really?
heat. Yes.
What is he, a reptile? I mean,
Well,
He's
the
undead.
undead.
Right.
He's the
pieces of
undead.
human, though. I don't know. Well, okay, I'll go with that.
Yes, we all
So then I
enjoy
shouldn't
seeing-
feel bad for him, is what
No,
you're saying.
no, he's
No.
okay.
Not at all.
All right. I should offer him
He probably has the easiest out of anybody.
Okay. Then I shouldn't be offering him a bottle of Aquafina as I go by.
No.
All right.
You might appreciate that, but
So there you have it. Any other questions, Dave?
I do not have any other questions.
I think we covered everything. So you want to come up here this summer when it opens?
Not just this summer. You want to
Well, every summer,
Every
but,
summer.
but when it opens in April, I believe.
That's it. Yeah, that's another thing. I did want to know, what are the dates of... do they differ at all?
It does, I think, depending on the weather and when other things start opening up around town, right? So, yes.
I think it's April on the weekends, then in May it goes to.
Yes, we are. In the beginning of the spring, we are open on weekends only, and then as summer progresses, we are open all week, and then it goes back to
Weekends, like through October, maybe?
Yep, our last day normally is Halloween, but we had a pretty good run this season, and we stayed open until the first week in November. We did another weekend after Halloween weekend.
So there you have it, folks. Make sure you show up to Lake George, New York, House of Frankenstein, and then work your way down to Dr. Morbid's for some extra scares, if that's not enough for you.
Yes, Dr. Morbid.
Dr. Morbid's Haunted House.
Right.
A nice, cute, you know what, when you go up to Lake George, you want to go on the boats, everyone goes on the boats. Everyone goes to the beach. Go to the House of Frankenstein. Go to Dr. Morbid's Haunted Mansion or Haunted House or whatever it's called for something a little different.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Even if you live there and you haven't been there before, stop in.
I'm not mentioning any names.
Now, if we go up there, and we're going to go up there soon, yeah, you'll come along with us, right, and pop in there?
Yeah. I'll come down, run around.
All right, Dave, you have the entries for the poster pairs game, and Lilac is going to help us out with everybody that has written in.
Yeah.
Poster pairs, people email
yeah.
2 numbers between 1 and 6. If we pick your name and we pull the numbers and the posters match, you win.
Grinter.
I'm sorry, I was speaking.
Oh, sorry, I was so excited.
Well, forget it now.
Ah. Sorry.
Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Are you sure?
Just do
Betty
it.
Grinter with a 3 and a 6.
3 and 6. God.
That's something my daughter would do.
The old up and down ploy. Let's see if it's going to work this
Oh,
week.
do we have poppers ready?
We'll get them ready.
Nope.
Very deflating,
Not this time.
but yet good for our budget.
Well, if we have to, we give them away every week. That's what we're here for. But all you have to do is pick the right posters. And it didn't happen this week.
Did not.
Maybe next time.
It's unfortunate. We like people to win once in a while.
We do.
Because you know what, if you have this feeling of hopelessness, you won't write in, then you won't watch the show, and then it's just this vicious, cycle. We want to get people to watch and
Yes.
go to the movies on us.
Very simple to do. Take 2 seconds with your email a week. And if you're on our email, don't forget you can sign up for our weekly email list. And just write to this address and say you want to join our email list. And then when I send out the email, that you will be reminded to send in your 2 numbers.
That's right.
Right there. And there's a lot of fun stuff and links to where you can get the shirts like Lilac is wearing right now.
Boom.
Let's see the full-length shirt there.
Boom.
There, it's booming right out of there.
Oh, now. Ho now.
That's a shirt. I'll
That is
tell
a
you.
shirt.
Beautiful depiction
don't
of
know.
our logo there.
I don't know why you bought the extra small when she said medium, Ed.
I don't know. I gave her the size she asked for.
Yeah.
It comes in many sizes and maybe colors too. I don't know.
Whoa.
I hope everybody got their Media Zone calendar and are counting down the days. I should order some and hand them out down here before the year goes by. We're into March already. All right, Lilac, we'll see you next time, right?
Bye. Yeah.
We'll see you next time. And don't forget to watch the show and stop into the House of Frankenstein when it opens next month.
That's right.